that was that. Oh, but then we dated for 3 years.
Oh.
We went to college. I went to college because of that guy. Like, I picked my college to follow him. And then we broke up in the first week of school because he was shit-talking me to his dorm mates. Sorry, we have to go into this.
What was he saying? Hold on. What was he saying?
Okay, so let me just explain. I get to college, right?
Okay.
I didn't get my dorm, right? I didn't get a freshman dorm, and that's kind of like everything when you're a freshman is like, what dorm are you in? And I'm like, wait, I'm not even in a dorm. I didn't send in my application on time, so I'm there. I have to apply for this place called Stanford apartments right next door, and I'm living with two 26-year-olds, and I'm like, bro, that's so old. I'm literally 17. Like, what the hell, right? So I knew I was like kind of sentenced to like a lonership thing. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna rush a sorority. So I rush a sorority, and he's rushing a fraternity, and he joins this kind of like douchey frat called Sigma Pi. Oh, sorry.
As opposed to the non-douchey frats, right?
Like, no. Sigma Pi was like the douchey frat though. So, so he joins it, and I'm like telling him like, dude, you can't join Sigma Pi. Like they have such a bad rep. And then he's like, no, I met some really cool dudes. Like they're like, it's gonna be great. And I was like, okay, fine. So I'm rushing a sorority. He's rushing a fraternity. This is all in the first week. Okay. Rush week is like, there's like a lot of parties. Okay. So anyways, he was basically there's a Sigma Pi party coming up that day or the next day, and I was like, are you gonna go to the Sigma Pi party? And he's like, nah, I'm gonna just hang, like I'm not gonna go. And I was like, okay, yeah, because that's lame, you know, we like Sigma Pi, whatever, right? But anyways, one of my sorority sisters, she looks at me and she's like, do you want to go to the Sigma Pi party tomorrow? I have like a friend. And I was like, fine, yeah, let's go. So I go to the Sigma Pi party without telling my boyfriend because he's pissing me off. But he then, you know, guess what? I get on the bus, and he's actually on the bus, and he's with 3 girls that he invited from his dorm. Okay?
Well, maybe they were just his sisters.
Yes.
No, he invites 3 girls from his dorm. It's so funny. I sound mad about this. It's just ridiculous. Like, obviously, you know, it's a long time ago. I don't care. But back then I cared. Okay, he invites 3 girls from his dorm that I've never met. I walk into the bus. Okay, it's a party bus that's going to a house. And so I get on the bus, and all of a sudden I see him, like, hey, Mikey, what's up? And he like looks at me. He's like, what are you doing here? And I was like, I don't know. Patty invited me. And then he's like, okay, cool. Like, this is great. Anyways, so, yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of it. And then we went to the house, and I got really, really upset. And I'm like venting to everyone who will listen to me, just random people at the party. And I'm like, my boyfriend, he brought 3 girls, and I don't know any of them.
Oh my God.
At the end of the night,
was it like
Happy birthday?
Well, I'm curious, was
Loud
like
ups.
he brought these girls, and like was he like showing off to them, like pulling out like his saxophone, like, yo, let me play you like a little song from like,
I couldn't even enjoy the part.
you know, was he like, we're like, oh my God, I love your suspenders and your tie.
Okay, all right, okay. I was in a fraternity, okay?
Were you?
What?
I was in the theater fraternity, okay? It wasn't a real fraternity.
That explains
it
Never
was
mind.
a professional one, but I can still say I am.
There was a theater fraternity for real?
Yeah, for real. It wasn't a real fraternity or anything, and it was also like, you know, co-ed. I was in it.
I was in it. Yeah, well, that was it. And then we broke up that week, because, you know, oh my God. And then, right, so go to that party. They all, now think about this. All of those girls think I'm a crazy girlfriend. They like, I don't know what, but like they all think I'm crazy. So there I am trying to mind my own business. Okay. Going to Mesa Court for that's the dining hall. So I was going to the dining hall, and I would have to see like the girls, and they look at me and they look away and like giggle and stuff. And I'm like, dude, what did I do? You know, and like we just had this huge first week of college. I'm just like being pitted against these girls that I don't even know, and one of them like called me a bitch.
Oh.
Dox them.
Yeah, I had
Let's
to
beat him up.
No,
Please tell me you beat him up.
No, I saw my ex's his phone, and it was like something about like, when are you gonna bring that bitch over or something? And I was
Maybe
like,
maybe it was like
Oh.
maybe it was like a
about-
nice
she's talking
bitch.
about- well, then he said, oh no, she just messages like that. That's just how she is. Like, she's just funny like that. And I'm like, I feel like that's not funny because I don't know her. How can she call me that? That's so mean. And then I got fucking mad. Anyways, we break up. And then like a couple, maybe a month later, we all like, they have like a little party at their place in their dorms. And I go over and actually we become like best friends. So that was a start. Like we basically like made up over everything. And I was like, oh my God, like, I'm so sorry I judged you guys. And they're like, no, we're sorry we judged you. You're actually so cool.
Aww.
And so thus began a 3-year friendship. And I actually became really, really, really like best friends with one of the girls. And then bam, he breaks up with me and he starts dating her.
Oh God. Betrayal after betrayal.
Of course.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's like I should have listened to myself at the
You betrayed me, and I know that you'll never feel sorry. Like that kind of.
the way I hurt. Yeah, I was
Oh my God.
yeah, anyways, but yeah, that's, I mean, it's all fine. Like that was then.
Honestly, listen, don't listen.
Yeah.
Don't dox them. But listen, fucking Z-Tark, he knows a guy. Fucking, let me tell you what.
That's
huh?
right.
Oh no,
That's
I
right.
don't care. He's
Give me a
married
call.
now. He's married.
I'll go egg the house.
Yeah,
Don't worry
he's
about it.
even better.
You like that?
I'll TP them. Don't worry about
That's
it.
right. Fucking paintball gun.
That's right.
Well, that's my trauma. How about you?